Hey guys, welcome back to meditation class. Today is December 28th, and this is our 28th practice this month for the Arrive meditation series that I've been doing here on Instagram. And some of you are probably watching on YouTube because I'm uploading the replays there. So you can find all that stuff on there if you want to join us later. If you're just starting with this series, you can hop in at any time. I've said this and I'll say it again, but in case anyone's new, I am Grace. I'm a psychic medium, energy healer. I incorporate that into my style of meditation, helping people kind of like access their intuition and connect with their psychic senses, but also connect with creating this inner landscape through our imagination. And that is the bridge that we can build to connect to our intuition, because we begin with the imagination and we can expand from there. If we can tap into our creative mind, like we can tap in further to our authentic self, which is connected to our intuition, and like trusting ourselves and all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited for today's practice. We're going to be beginning, we're going to be seated, and then you can lie down after that. I've mentioned this before, but I'll say it again. I'm just going to be talking. I'm going to be guiding us through the practice. You can get everything you need. So if you want, you can pause the video. We'll get started in a few minutes. If you're live, just hang out and get yourself comfortable. But yeah, you can be seated in a chair like me, feet flat on the floor, and eventually I'll have you guys lie down. But yeah, if you need music, incense, candles, anything that's gonna get you to drop in further for your meditation, like, I encourage it. I wanted to pull a card though for us before we get started. So as you guys are getting comfortable, I'm gonna pull this card. This is from a deck called Goddess Power, an oracle deck. And what I like to do with these cards personally is I'll pull one and there's a goddess, an archetype. These goddesses come from all different places. So some of them I don't know. Some of them I'm not familiar with. So what I like to do, and even if I am familiar with them, like maybe I need to know something about them. But what I like to do is look into their mythology, look into their story, and see what's in there that could be like helpful for me. So this is your little homework assignment. Like, what goddess energy, like archetypal energy, can you connect with and embody, and like, what is the story they have to tell you? So, let's see. We have Freya. The message is radical acceptance. So yeah, like opening your heart to yourself, like, and to the world around you, like not, you don't have to constantly like try to change others, like be open to change happening, and like, allowing yourself to interact with change within like a relationship and building change where it needs to happen, but like don't try to force it. And just sometimes we need to accept things as they are, even if they're not, good. We have to accept them as we are in order to face the problem, in order to get to the bottom of it, in order to see where we can actually, bring in that change. So that's the message from the card, but I would just go on a little journey hunt and learn more about Freya. I'm going to just read from the book to see if there's anything that would be relevant and important for us. Sometimes I feel like, number 15, you guys, if you're a number person. So oracle cards have they're all different. So each deck can be different, but this one is called, like, on a different theme. This one is called Goddess Power. And yeah, look into Freya. She has a message for you. But when you see life as a battleground, you lose sight of a more easeful way to be in the world. Can you be in the middle of chaos and allow yourself to center in the quiet hum of the eye of the storm? Let the peace of Freya, the Norse goddess of war, enter your mind. Amid the flurry of battle, she came to collect the fallen and bring them to a place of rest and recuperation. Freya is here to remind you that the acceptance of defeat is not the end. She offers the gift of acceptance, the knowing that there is nothing to resist right now. See your world at face value and look into it with discernment. When you see with greater clarity, not taking this world so personally, you will not have to fight it all. If you take full stock of your conditions, surrendering to what is, you can move to higher ground, begin again, or wait until the drama dies down on its own. You are the strongest, most grounded, and most powerful when you remember this as a strategy the goddess Freya offers you in support. So yeah, like looking at the world around you and not taking everything in and like holding it in your body, but also not turning away. Like don't turn away from the pain of the world. Like being able to see the world as it is and being able to see like where you can like show up for healing in the world and helping others and helping others after a painful experiences that they have. Like how can you show up as a heart of compassion to help the world around you? But yeah, I would look into her mythology. Failure and disappointments are part of life that few want to accept. Perhaps the job you want doesn't come through. A lover you thought was the one betrays your hopes and expectations. Or maybe your kids are acting out. Maybe a long-term creative project didn't yield the success you dearly hoped for. Or perhaps you are hurt by someone for no apparent reason. Goddess of war and radical acceptance, Freya says, have no fear. This is only temporary. Now is not the time to linger in perceptions of low self-worth. Your alignment task is to accept the truth wholeheartedly and see your situation exactly for what it is. She will bring you to a place of surrender where you have time to heal. Freya knows that you will emerge stronger and wiser. Only good will come out of this. Trust the goddess Freya is watching over you. So she wanted to come in to say that she is watching over you. I think that's interesting. That makes sense to me. Like, sometimes it's really difficult to accept that something didn't work out the way we wanted it to. And oftentimes, not always, sometimes shitty things happen, like, and it sucks, and it just sucks. But oftentimes, something where we think we want it, it doesn't work out, and then we realize later that that's not actually what we wanted. So it worked out in the long run, even though it was painful. And then, yeah, there's just experiences in life that are negative. We don't need to try to change everything all the time. Like sometimes we need to just experience it and be with it. Be with that pain in the moment. So yeah. Let me know if you look into her and something resonates and sparks something for you. So I'd love to hear that. And I definitely will look into a little bit of her. Yeah, I don't know a lot about her. I just remember that show, like that Witches of East End, I think it was called. And they had a character named Freya on there. And yeah, connected to the goddess and stuff. But that's all I know. So I'm going to get to do some homework. And that's some of my favorite stuff with spirituality is like, I always get to like learn more and have homework and like dive deeper and deeper and deeper into things. And like, it's just interesting, you know? There's always like things to learn and explore. So we're going to get started in today's practice. We'll be here about 15 minutes. Again, we're going to get started seated. So if you are in a chair like me, feet flat on the floor, I'm going to have you bring your palms facing down at the top of your thighs. And if you are on the floor, have your legs cross-legged or stretched out, whatever is going to be most comfortable. But if you can lean against a wall or some kind of support, For your back, I encourage you to do so. I'm going to give everyone 1 more minute and then we'll get started. And drink your water. I'm going to drink mine. And we're going to close our eyes. We are going to close our eyes. Palms facing down. We're just going to gently open up to some breath. So tonight I invite you to breathe in through your nose. Exhale out the nose. We'll begin with 5 slow breaths, just like this, breathing in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath like this, breathing in the nose. Exhale out the nose. Now I invite you to gently open your eyes so I can show you, demonstrate to you what we're going to be doing. What we're going to be doing for the next few minutes, we're going to be doing some gentle alternate nostril breathing. So if you've never done this before, I'm just going to show you how to do it. With any of the breath that we do together, if you start to feel a little dizzy, a little uncomfortable, just slow your breath down. Like, don't push yourself too hard. Sensations can come up in the body, but if you're not used to that, it can be scary and weird sometimes. So don't push yourself too hard. Just allow this to flow gently through you. And this is not a super intense practice, but I just wanted to remind you because things do come up. So you're going to cover one nostril and you're going to breathe in through the opposite nostril, through your nose. Then you're going to breathe out that same nostril. Then you're going to switch nostrils. So cover the other side and breathe in through the nose. Exhale. And then repeat. So it's like an in and out as you cover each side. We're just going to do this at our own pace. You might notice like certain sides are easier to breathe and certain sides are more difficult. We're going to do this about 1.5 minutes. So just dropping in. You can keep your eyes open if you'd like to follow along with me. You don't have to go at the same pace, but just to see the practice, or you can close your eyes if you've done this before and you are familiar with the practice. So we will begin. Exhale. Switch sides. Inhale. Exhale. Switch sides. Inhale. Exhale. Switch sides. Inhale. Exhale. Switch sides. Exhale. Switch sides. Exhale. Switch sides. Exhale. Switch sides. Exhale. Switch nostrils. Exhale. Continue at your own pace. Three more breaths like this. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Release your hands. Breathe in through both nostrils now. Exhale out the nose. You can definitely notice if you have any congestion. Like this side was a lot more difficult for me personally to breathe in. So just continue with some slow, gentle breaths. Slow, gentle breaths. We're going to breathe in this time through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Audibly exhale, sigh it all out. Breathing in. Exhale. Again, breathing in. Let it all go. Make some noise. One more breath like this. Breathing in. Exhale. Let it all go. I want you to do some gentle movement with me now. I'm going to move my extremely squeaky chair back so you can see me a little better. But we're going to gently raise our hands above our head. Palms facing each other. Keep a slight bend in your elbow. We're going to do some breathing here together. So as we breathe in, our arms are going to be up. In through the nose, and then your palms are going to come down, touch the top of your legs as you exhale out the mouth. So it'll look like this. So your palms will be facing each other, and then as you bring them down, bring your palms facing out so they can be flat at the top of your leg like that. You know what I'm saying? So we'll do this together for about a minute. So you can follow along with me. You don't have to go at the exact same pace, but you will get the gist of it. So we will breathe in together in one more moment. Shake it out. Shake out those shoulders before we start. And we're going to breathe in. Something went up my nose as we did that, a feather. Keep going. Make some noise, breathing in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. 3 more, breathing in. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. 1 more, breathing in. Exhale. Palms to touch the top of your knees. Just notice any sensations in your body, in your shoulders, in your arms. Again, shake it all out to the front. Shake it to the side, either side, and to the back. I want you to bring your shoulders up towards your ears. Hold, 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 and then roll them gently down your back. Keeping your spine as straight as you can, comfortably. We're going to do 1 more exercise, and then we're going to lie down. So I invite you now to bring your hands to your heart, one hand over the other. I'm going to have us inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth, 1 palm over the other, and then we're going to switch. So it's just going to be a gentle switch of your hands, and as you're doing this, I want you to notice any differences between one side of the body and the other, energetically, physically, etc. So we'll do this for about 30 seconds. So palms, palms touching your heart, 1 hand over the other. So breathing in, exhale, switch, breathing in, exhale, switch, breathing in, exhale. Switch your hands. Breathing in. Switch. 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 3 more at your own pace. Bring your hands back to the top of your legs. 1 more breath like this, breathing in the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Let it all go. I invite you, as I move my squeaky chair, it's so loud, to lie down. Get comfortable, get cozy. We're going to go into a short visualization. So I'll give everyone about 1 minute to get situated. We have carnelian here with us today. Carnelian crystal energy, sacral chakra activation. All right. Getting comfortable, getting cozy as you lie down. I invite you to, again, close your eyes. Bring your hands to your stomach or your sides, wherever's going to be most comfortable, where you can rest your shoulders, not have to exert yourself. Just get comfortable. Move your hips, your butt to get everything situated and comfortable. Closing the eyes if you haven't already. I want you to imagine yourself seated in front of a fireplace. You can feel the warmth of the fire against your cheeks and your hands. Notice the glow of the flames. Notice the sounds of the crackling fire, snapping wood, the humming, the buzzing, the sounds of the air. If you were in front of a fireplace, what would it really sound like? Can you imagine? Can you allow those sounds to come through? And when we're beginning this type of meditation, like where we're trying to hear something, you can even just say to yourself, I imagine the sound of the fire. I imagine the snapping. I imagine the cracking. That's a great place to start. If you feel like, how do I imagine that? Just say it out loud. That's a great place to start to open up that possibility of hearing beyond what is actually in front of you. Again, feeling that warmth. It's comfortable, it's cozy, you feel safe. I want you to imagine if you were to write down on a piece of paper something you want to let go, something you want to let go of. We just had the full moon. We did our practice that night. The new year's coming. It's a perfect time to release some energy as we make space for the possibility of what could happen. And the new year doesn't have to be a huge deal if that stresses you out. It's just another day. But any day could be a possibility for change and a brand new start. So I invite you to think of something you want to let go of. And imagine writing it on a piece of paper. Don't think too hard. If you could just describe it in 1 or 2 words, what do you want to let go of? If you were to connect further and further with the aspect of yourself that you want to most embody, what is holding you back from getting there? What can you release? Imagine writing it down. And when you have that in your mind, I want you to imagine crumpling it up into a little ball and throwing it into the fire. Clearing it, purifying it, cleansing it, releasing it into the flames. The healing, holy fire, Reiki energy. We're going to stay here for about 2 more minutes. Just imagining cleansing this energy, releasing and letting go through these healing flames. allowing that energy to be released through these healing flames. Imagine this fireplace, this energy just getting smaller and smaller as it slowly begins to fade away into the distance. Taking a breath as you bring your awareness back to your physical body, back to the room you are in, back to the moment, allowing this energy to continue to flow, giving thanks for showing up for this practice today, giving thanks to your body, to your breath, to yourself, to your spirit. Thank you to Freya, thank you to these energies, and thank you to you guys for showing up for my practice. When you're ready, you can slowly just shift your weight from hip to hip. If you'd like, you can bring your knees to your chest. Just give yourself a little hug. Stretching your hands above your head. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Coming back into the room you are in now. And thank you for practicing with me. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope that was helpful. And please let me know in the comments how this has been going for you. Share with me on YouTube in the comments or here on Instagram. Send me a DM. Like, I am nosy and I want to know how it's going for you. And also, it helps me. So let me know how you're feeling. And of course, if you have any cool stories, anything that comes up in terms of your practice, I'd love to hear about it. Also, I was curious and I just did a quick little search about Freya, and Freya, I guess, means the lady, the goddess, the lady, but she's associated with war, but she's also the goddess of love, beauty, fertility, sex, gold, and Senor, well, I don't know how to say that, but it's magic for seeing and influencing the future. So I'm assuming that is Norse, because I don't know how to pronounce that. She rides a chariot pulled by 2 cats. That's pretty badass. She possesses a cloak of falcon feathers. Okay, cool. She has a twin brother. So interesting. So yeah, look into it. She rules over the heavenly field. That's so interesting that she's coming up right now. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, please look into her. I think you guys will find it interesting, and there might be some kind of story that is helpful for you to understand yourself or helpful for you to understand the world around you. I love oracle cards. I feel like it's always like a little scavenger hunt that I get to go on. So thank you to Carnelian, and I will see you guys tomorrow for practice 29. We're getting closer and closer to the new year. So I'll see you soon. And I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you. Bye-bye.